Aquarius, it's your honest homegirl, Kᴏᴜ. And yes, if you think you're my favorite, yes, you are my favorite. Why? Because I'm an Aqua sun too. Any tarot reader that tell you they don't got no favorite signs, they're lying to you, because their signs are their favorite signs too. They just be acting like they don't have a favorite, but they do. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all my favorite, so don't forget to like that button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload a timeless reading for you guys. So when you see this reading, you know this reading is for you guys. Take heed to the messages. I'm not telling you what to do with your life, but some of these messages could help you out, could help a brother or a sister out. But let's get into your intuitive message, Aquas. So Aquas, you have been working, okay? You guys have been working, and you have been working hard. For some of you, come the month of August, you're really, really going to be working. If you haven't been working and work has been slow, business is going to pick up, work is going to pick up for you guys, okay? You just got to stay consistent with it, okay? That's the only thing. Stay consistent, and things will pick up for you definitely by the month of August for my Aqua babies, okay? For a lot of you guys, you have been connecting with your ancestors, or you need to connect with your ancestors. You need to make an altar for your ancestors, okay? And I'm talking about your benevolent ancestors, the ones that you actually knew, okay? That's what you start off with. You don't start off with people you don't know, okay? Unless you're sitting there calling upon your benevolent ancestors that are knowing and unknowing. But your benevolent, high vibrational, higher consciousness, clear, specific message giving ancestors, okay? We're not wanting crackhead Joe, our uncle that used to steal from people, okay, to go get a rock. No, we don't want to call upon them unless you're trying to scheme and scam, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, a lot of you guys need to go to your ancestor altars right now, because you're seeking guidance, you're seeking strength, okay? You're seeking understanding, okay? You guys are in your emotions right now, something that you guys tried to avoid, but guess what? I tell everybody right now, this Mercury retrograde is going to remind us of all the things that we've been avoiding, and it's going to hit us hard, okay? So right now, we are feeling a lot of things right now, okay? And that's due to us having to make these changes, because God is like, no, you done slacked off a little too much, okay? Aquarius, you guys are very standoffish. You're very closed off, okay? When people say that we're aloof and we're mean and things like that, it's because people can't read us, okay? They don't even know. You got people that you've been in relationships with for probably years, and they probably still trying to figure out why they with you, because they're like, I don't think this Aquarius loves me. It's time for you to, because when Aquarius express their emotions, it comes off almost like a joke or sarcastic, and it's like, because you try to hide how much you care about the person, because you don't want the person to know how much you care, because you're afraid of getting hurt from the past, like how you did in the past. So it's like Spirit really wants you to understand your feelings, understand your emotions, understand how you can express it better, or learn how to express your feelings better with people. For some of you, this is not the case, but you're really in your feelings about a lot of things, and your ancestors are waiting for you to go talk to them, okay? They're waiting to give you the downloads that you need. When you go to your ancestor altar, and the thing is, you don't have to necessarily make an ancestor altar in the house. You can literally find a tree at a park that's your favorite tree, get a blanket, a pen, and a piece of paper, and bring some water and pour it next to the tree. Bring a piece of fruit and some grapes or something, leave it by the tree, and let that be your designated altar out in nature to speak with them, speak to God, give back to Mother Earth, okay? And you'll get the answers that you need being there. Make sure you have a pen and a piece of paper, okay? A little notebook or something. One of them little flip books with a little pen that you could just stick in the inside and put in your back pocket. Yeah, one of those or something, And connect with nature, connect with your ancestors, connect with God, all right? Connect with the spirit animals around you. Because at this time, with you going through the emotions of things, you need to be grounded, okay? You need to have the strength of God and your ancestors and know that they're around you. They're waiting for you, okay? A lot of you guys have love on the brain, whether it's self-love, whether it's love of somebody else, whether it's you just wanting love, wanting to feel love, wanting to know what love feels like. Well, guess what, Aquarius? You want to know what love feels like. You gotta tune into them feelings. You can't be so hard all the time. You can't be so strict about who you let in, and not being strict. The thing is, you got to just use your discernment with who you share your love with, who you share your life with, and things like that. You use your discernment, but even with the people that you let in, you're still guarded towards them, and that's not fair. 555 on the phone. That means there's a lot of changes that need to occur within you. You be wanting people to show you so much love, but you ain't showing it to them the way that they want to be loved. You can't love people the way you want to be loved. You got to love people the way that they like to be loved. Okay? And for some of you, when it comes to love, it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to let the old and the worn out so that you can bring the love that you've been seeking to come in. Okay? You can't sit there and expect, people to change, because some people just ain't going to change. Sometimes you got to be that change. Remember, Aquarius represents the Tower card. That Tower card could be a good thing or a bad thing. But right now, I feel like you are the Tower card in your life right now. So it's up to you to make changes. It's up to you to embrace love. And it starts with self-love. Are you going to love yourself enough to leave certain things alone? Are you going to love yourself enough to practice what you preach? Are you going to love yourself enough to go and, connect with God, connect with your ancestors and stuff like that? Are you going to love yourself enough to keep working on yourself? Because when you do that, and when you start expressing how you feel, even if it's just, I feel great today. Say that out loud. I feel great today. I feel sad today. I'm angry today. Acknowledge how you feel. Don't sit there and suppress those things, Aquarius, okay? If you miss somebody, let them know that you miss them. Shoot, they probably miss you too. For some of you, you need to sit there and let people know, how you truly feel about them. And speak your truth. That's the only way that they'll know. You can't, Aquarius, sometimes y'all be thinking people are mind readers. They ain't no mind readers. Okay? So let's get into your reading, Aqua babies. See, and look, I pick up the cards, and these two cards are the first two cards on the deck, and I'm going to keep them. So with 5, the number 5 represents challenges, okay? Some of you have a challenge when it comes to love right now. Some of you right now may be wanting to take a risk on love or work, okay? Some of you may want your freedom to be able to love who you want to love. You may like to be in open relationships, and I think that might be a cardinal bird that done popped up in your reading, so that may be a spiritual animal for you guys for this reading. Let's see what else pops up in the reading. But okay, for some of you, you may be having conflicts when it comes to love, when it comes to your money, when it comes to people listening to you. Your kids might not be listening to you at this time. Why your kids ain't listening to you? Just if you got Libra in your chart, go check out that Libra reading, because I talked heavily about the energetic connection with children and their parents. So if your kids is over here acting up and not listening, it's because you ain't listening to spirit. You ain't listening to your ancestors. You're not listening to your intuition. Your kids are a physical reflection of you. So if you got chaos going on with you, of course your kids going to feel that energy, and they're going to bring the chaos out. Why? Because they're going to physically show you what's going on with you inside. Okay? Some of you are looking to want to have an adventure, but your job ain't going to let you take off yet. You can't take off of work for you to go on a vacation. Not just yet. You wanting to go on one, but you can't. And that's okay. All right? Keep saving up your money so when you do get the chance to go on vacation, you got more than enough to go and splurge on yourself and have a good time. All right. Again, for some of you guys, you want to, I'm hearing you want to let go of all your responsibilities right now. Okay. Again, for some of you, if you do not change, what starts to happen is your money starts to dwindle. Okay. If you don't start changing the dynamics of things that you know you need to leave alone, your money goes down the drain. People listening to you, they ain't gonna listen to you no more. Okay, your personal growth stops. Your goals don't get accomplished. All right, your business is a little funny right now. But if you don't change certain things within your business, if you don't change certain things with how you think and how you move and how consistent you are, all the abundance that you've worked so hard for or want to obtain, you'll never get it, because you need to take those risks. You need to challenge yourself. You need to resolve the conflict within you and without of you. You want to know what love is? You got to let go of that old love to bring in new love. I have made a post from one of my tweets about how the person you with is not the person that's the love of your life. But you'll never get the love of your life if you over here keep holding on to something that ain't for you. You clearly know it ain't for you. You clearly see that it ain't working out. You done tried and tried again, and I'm going to tell you right now, Mercury retrograde going to remind you on why it ain't working out. Because you have a choice to make. Are you going to sit there and stay this little girl in this immature energy of being stubborn and not wanting to take heed to the messages, or are you going to step into your divinity? I'm talking to my lady Aquariuses right now. You got a choice. You could be a little girl, you could be a teenager, or you could sit there and be a grown woman and be in your divinity. Because then when you're in your divinity, you know what you need, you know what you want. And some of you right now, the conflict is between you and your teenage daughter, okay? Or your tween or something. You got a tween around, they ain't trying to hear you out, okay? They're rebellious right now. But guess what? That was you too. Wasn't you that way, Aquarius? You still that way. You still over here fighting change. So if you fight and change within yourself, what makes you think that your kids gonna sit there and change? They're looking at you like you ain't doing the work, so wash it out. You want your kids to do the work, you gotta do the work. They ain't respecting your gangster right now, okay? And that even goes for the loves in your lives, okay? If you don't change who you are and show them how to treat you and things like that, sometimes you gotta leave a person for them to respect you, to be like, whoa, oh, they really left me. Yeah, I left you. What you mean? You ain't acting right, you ain't playing your cards right. You gotta go. And then sometimes when you leave somebody and they realize, oh, you ain't putting up with my nonsense no more, and if they really love you, they gonna fix themselves, they gonna change and do whatever they gotta do for them, and then they gonna come back and play their cards right. That ain't for all of you, somebody coming back, because for some of you really need to leave that person alone and keep it going. Okay, but somebody ain't respecting your gangster, Aquarius, and the thing is, you ain't respecting yourself for somebody to respect you. Good God, yeah. And see, 9 came out. It's time for you to start closing out chapters, ending things that need to end. Okay, completing things, but utilizing the wisdom that you've obtained over the years. You know better, Aquarius. That's the thing. Aquarius represents I know. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Yeah, I popped you with this card. You know you guys like, let's be honest, you guys like me telling the truth to you. You don't like the sugar-coated fairy tales. Hit that subscribe button and that like button, because y'all fuck with your girl. We have 2 here. This is balance, okay? You want change in your life. You want this balance. You want to be able to follow your intuition, okay? You want to sit there and have a great partnership, whether it's a business partnership, a love relationship, a friendship. You got to put in some work. Some of you got to take the risk of actually getting in a relationship. For those that are afraid, be mindful of pregnancies, okay? Be mindful of pregnancies. Let's just say that right now. Why am I hearing the song Remember the Time by Michael Jackson right now? Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Okay, somebody, and then this is the card, that's the next card. Okay, somebody wants to partner up with you. Somebody wants to rekindle the love, okay? Yeah, somebody gotta put in effort, okay? If they don't put in the effort in this partnership, if this person is not changing, if they're not seeking the balance that you're seeking, if they're not giving and reciprocating the love that you're giving, you rather be by yourself. You rather be single, okay? You rather find a new beginning, and that is okay too. Because at the end of the day, you want a partnership that is filled with nothing but unconditional love, that's filled with abundance and joy, understanding and trust. If you don't feel, and the thing is, some of you, you're going from the 2 to the 1. Some of you are going from being in a partnership to loving yourself and being by yourself and waiting for that perfect person to come through. Okay, that's for some of you, that's going to be you completing a cycle, okay? And then the 9 is on top of the completion card. So you know there's something that has to end in the love department for some of you guys, okay? You got to learn how to love yourself in order to attract somebody that's going to love you the way that you want to be loved. But you got to do it first. You can't ask somebody to be something for you that you're not for yourself. Be mindful of these pregnancies. We have 7 here, okay? 7 talks about your personal growth. It talks about your spirituality, okay? It talks about you tuning in and tapping back in. It talks about you using your spiritual intellect on knowing what is right for you. All you got to do is ask yourself, how do you feel? How do you feel about a situation? How do you feel about the situation? Do you feel safe? Do you feel secure? Do you feel protected? Do you feel understood? Do you feel heard? How do you feel, Aquarius? I sat there and made a tweet too not too long ago about when was the last time Aquarius actually felt something, like felt like butterflies in their stomach, you know, something that you're not used to. How do you feel, Aquarius? This Mercury retrograde, you need to start asking yourself, how do you feel about every situation that's going on in your life? How do you feel? And if you don't feel good about the situation, what are you going to do to change it? Because you already know what you got to do. Y'all want to just be Ray Charles to the nonsense. And y'all just want to distract yourself with work. No. Spirit going to keep reminding you during this Mercury retrograde, how do you feel? How do people make you feel, Aquarius? And then from your feelings, okay, because the thing is, you guys are always logic, okay? You're always using your logic. You're always thinking. But Spirit wants you to tap into your divine feminine energy, men and women, and ask yourself, how do you feel inside? Because how you feel is affecting your abundance. How you feel and love is affecting your abundance for some of you, okay? You want to know why things ain't working out, why the money ain't coming in no more? You are dealing with somebody that is blocking your blessings, okay? Be mindful of the pregnancies. I don't know why Spirit keep telling me to remind y'all of these pregnancies, okay? Be mindful. You don't want to get stuck with somebody that you ain't in love with, okay? You don't want that. You better ask yourself, how does this person make you feel? Because they're going to keep making you feel that way. And then getting pregnant by a person that don't make you feel safe, don't make you feel secure. That's nothing but a cycle. And you've been divinely guided to end these cycles here. And then I keep shuffling, that cycle card is here. Games. Somebody's playing games. You playing games with yourself. They playing games with you. It's just a never-ending cycle of playing games. Tell them, tricks are for kids. I think I'm going to name that your reading, Tricks Are for Kids. What else is going on with my Aquarius? Is there anything else going on with y'all? Toxic. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody from your past that got you in third-party situations. The person from your past that you keep thinking about, this person is playing the field, okay? They're playing the field. In the love connection, in the love department, this person ain't trying to feel, they ain't trying to heal. Or this is you, Aquarius, okay? Your person is thinking about you and they thinking about the past and they're wondering, this person done had me in some third parties before. This Gemini that you thinking about from your past, this person is dealing with multiple people, okay? They get around, okay? They toxic as hell. They like to be in exchanging energies with too many people, and then they want to know why things is the way that they are in their life. Leave that in the past. Okay, some of you are communicating. Ooh, some of y'all is telling y'all truth about how y'all cheated. Oh, it's eating you up inside. It's eating you up inside. Some of y'all is over here about to tell somebody the truth, or somebody about to tell you the truth about their toxic behaviors from the past and why things wasn't working out, why things didn't happen the way that they were supposed to happen, because there was just people meddling in your business. Some of you, it wasn't even a sexual relationship with somebody. This is friends, this is family meddling in your business. Okay, they allowed that toxic energy. Somebody may have had a baby girl on somebody too. Somebody may have gotten somebody pregnant in the past from a third-party situation. You could be even thinking about this right now. Like, I'm not dealing with nobody no more, especially after this has happened to me. Spirit doesn't want you doing that. Do not let one bad apple stop the show. Okay? Do not let this person stop you from having love, stop you from enjoying things, stop you from embracing something new. Release this, okay? Release that. And if this is you telling somebody the truth about something, well, guess what? That starts your transformation, because you've cleared your consciousness. You've cleared that energy out of you by you speaking your truth, telling your truth, or you just listening to somebody speak their truth and communicate their truth to you. For some of you, this Gemini person that you was dealing with, they're going through a transformation right now. You probably walked away from their behinds and something clicked in their mind that they got to change their ways. Doesn't mean that you're supposed to be with this person. They may contact you. They may come back around and tell you that they changed, or they're changing their ways, or whatever the case may be, that they may be going through a dark night of the soul. And I told you, I done forewarned you, Aquarius, and every other sign too. Old joints is definitely coming back. I promise you, they coming back heavier than they normally do this Mercury retrograde, especially past lovers. Be careful with them. Might end up pregnant. Be careful with them. I forewarned you. What's up? Yeah, things are being revealed as you change. Okay, things are being revealed, and it's going to allow you to complete cycles with people. Shoot, you could have been dealing with somebody that already had somebody, and that's coming out, and that person done got that other person pregnant, and now you're like, oh, okay. Now that you know that, I can make my decision and realize that I ain't messing with you no more. Okay? I'm about to go find my forever love. Yeah, you're going to make a decision to be with somebody. You're going to make a decision to leave somebody alone, and your divine masculine and your divine feminine is going to come through. Well, this person is like, you know what? You've been the person, you've been my luck, you've been my good luck charm, and I'd rather be with you than to be with somebody else. The only way luck comes to you is if you change. You have to be the Tower card in your life right now, okay? Yeah, see, the only thing you trying to entertain is stability and security. in your relationships, in your work, in your business, in your friendships, in your family relationships. You're only entertaining stability and security. And if they cannot give that, you ain't with it. But I feel like Aquarius, as long as you make the effort and you put in the work and you start to move on from the things that you need to move on from, fun times are going to be on the horizon for you. Some of you guys, music is your therapy, okay? Utilize the music to get you through whatever you got to get through. Oh, didn't I tell you fun times is on the horizon? Don't worry, you guys, if you've been putting in the work, you're about to have some good times. Look, have the willpower to do it, okay? Do whatever changes, make whatever changes you need to make. And come the fall, things will fall in place for you. A lot of you guys got daddy issues. The reason why you got problems with the men in your life is because of the fact that you haven't resolved the problems that you have with your own father. Okay? And for some of you, it may be mommy issues for you. Either way, there's some issues with your parents that you need to heal, that you need to forgive them, okay? You're not forgiving them for you, you're forgiving them for yourself, okay? If they didn't show up for you, that's why you out here seeking for somebody to show up for you. No, show up for yourself. Everything you want somebody to do, do it for you first. We have nature. We have impairments and worthiness, okay? So it's time for you guys to get grounded, okay? It's time for you guys to continue to think positively, for you to have the courage to understand that good times don't last, bad times don't last, okay? If you're going through a rough patch right now, it's not going to last. If you're going through good times right now, those are not going to last, because life keeps evolving. Life keeps changing, okay? Comfort comes, discomfort comes. But the thing is how you respond to those things. You have to understand, too, that you are worthy of having all the things that your heart desires. Don't sit there and tell yourself that you're not worthy, because guess what? Your thoughts, what you believe is your truth. But it's time for you to move on from that unworthy phase. You deserve just as much happiness as the next person. But you got to work on your own happiness first. You have to work on your own health first. You got to work on your own issues and heal your own problems first. If your kids got daddy issues, you got daddy issues. Work on yours first. And energetically, things change. If you're going through changes and you're finding out and figuring out who you are, I told you, energetically, you are connected to your kids. They're going to act out just like you. How you feel inside, they're going to actually physically show you how you feel inside. Okay? Who was it? I think I sat there and spoke to Libra and told them to go talk to the lady or the man. Yeah, y'all got to go talk to somebody too. We have healing heart. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. Some of you guys, this is you always, like myself, Aquarius, helping people heal their problems. Okay? When you heal, your children heal. When you heal, your relationships with other people heal. And not only pay attention though, because the relationships that heal are the relationships that are supposed to stay in your life. If you are actively healing and other people are not healing and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, that means that those people are not aligned with you. We are in 2022, 6, 222, 6, alignment, okay? If it's not aligning with you, it's not putting in the work, spirit is going to eclipse that out of you. If it's energy that you're holding on to that's not aligning with you, it's being eradicated. You're going to be forced to have to deal with it to get it out of your system. Okay, a lot of you guys may even want to help heal mothers and children. You're good with mothers and children. As you heal, you can heal the collective. You're the futuristic healer. You're the one that's going to come up with these innovative ways on how to connect people back to their inner child. But, Aquas, I got to go. I love you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at The Honest Homegirl. And I'll holler at you later. Remember, keep doing the work. You'll be blessed.